Hey y'all, welcome to the Birmingham real estate market update. This is the 40th week of us going through and looking at the Birmingham real estate market week by week in terms of sales and in terms of price changes and inventory activity. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to look at the last week. We're also going to look at the year of 2020 and appreciation. We're going to look at the top zip codes for price appreciation in 2020 and cover that, and then talk a little bit about stimulus, what's going on with that, the PPP loans that are back open. So a little bit to talk about on that front. My name is Rob Drum. I'm a real estate broker at eXp Realty here in Birmingham, Alabama. I'm doing a webinar on investing in the Birmingham real estate market. A lot of my clients are investors. I'm a real estate investor and have done a little bit of everything in that space. So I'm doing a webinar tomorrow. If you want to sign up for it, it's at robdrum.us/webinar. Hope to see you there. And let's get started here. So in the last week, we had 359 closings. That compares to the same week the previous year at 291 closings. So significant amount more closings this year versus last. And then if you look, kind of that same trend has been rolling along since the beginning of this year, which I think you can really feel in the market. It's pretty competitive since the new year started and since we've got going here. And you can also see in the inventory that it's been consistently shrinking. And again, this week shrank a little bit more. So down to 2,559 available listings on our Greater Alabama MLS here in Birmingham. And you can see the number of properties that are already accounted for, under contract, moving towards closing. It has climbed again. So very competitive market continues this January, and definitely, kind of it feels like another level of intensity than we've seen even last year. So the top 10 zip codes by price appreciation in 2020, we have the top 10 here. You can see, I did kind of a recap like this last year where I think 35208 was the highest. This week I included like a general, if you don't know the zip codes, this is like a general summary of kind of the area that these zip codes cover. You can see these top four are all lower priced zip codes where prices are very low, and I would compare it to like penny stocks where $10,000 change on a $40,000 house is 25% increase, but on a $100,000 house, it's only a 10% increase. So there's kind of that effect, I think, that is going on in these lower priced areas. But I will definitely say that these numbers make sense for what I've been seeing in the market. Prices have gone from maybe 40 to 50 in some of these areas, just on the average sale price. So increased investor activity, increased homeowner activity in certain pockets of all four of these zip codes. So that's definitely something to keep an eye on. These other ones are more kind of closer to the median price range of Birmingham. 35205 is like Southside, UAB, Glen Iris. Pelham is definitely a very competitive zip code. Hueytown, I had a couple listings in Hueytown this year that went above list price. They were pretty competitive. Calera, Warrior, Kimberly is kind of to the north of Birmingham, a little bit above Gardendale, and then Wilsonville is like to the south of Birmingham, a little bit farther south than Chelsea. So these are areas that all saw a lot of strong appreciation. Areas, what we would call over the mountain, they were a little farther down the list. They were still very strong appreciation this year, and in very good areas. But again, it's kind of that aspect of like a penny stock where a certain 10,000 increase on a $300,000 house is even less than a 10,000 increase on these lower houses. So that's something that you see reflected in the numbers. They had very strong increases in Hoover, Vestavia, Mountain Brook, but more in the single digits, kind of evening out our Birmingham metro area. So moving on to stimulus, we have a new administration, Biden, Yellen, they're all talking stimulus today. So as of right now, it's all talk. I tend to just wait until things are actually happening, because with politicians, they can kind of say whatever they want to say, but until it's in front of us, you don't really know what the real deal is. So I'm paying attention to that. I will pass along anything useful that I find, for especially regarding real estate agents, investors, business owners, 1031 contractors. That's kind of been the focus of this show from the very beginning when I started doing this, when COVID hit, trying to get that information out to people and get the stimulus in the right hands. So I'll be on top of what's in this package. And again, if you want to learn about investing in the Birmingham real estate market, that's tomorrow from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. You can sign up at robert.h.drum.us/webinar. Thank y'all for watching today. Thank y'all for watching for the last 40 weeks. And I will keep you on top of everything to do with the Birmingham real estate market going forward. And see y'all next week. Thank you.